This is TV Platinum. Here are the top 5 stories making headlines.
With the paramount goal of fostering a secure educational environment within Nigerian schools, the legislative branch of the government has affirmed its commitment to partnering closely with the Nigerian police force and other allied security agencies. Their united efforts aimed to guarantee the safety of schools for children by enacting relevant bills and advancing motions that effectively address prevailing security challenges. Speaking at the Nigeria Police Strategic Forum on Enhancing School Safety in Nigeria in Abuja, the guest of honor, Senator Godswill Akpabio, represented by the chair of the Senate Committee on Police Affairs, Senator Ahmed Malam Megari, unequivocally pledged support for this endeavor. During the event, the Standard Operating Procedure Manual was also introduced. During a comprehensive presentation titled The Perspective of the Nigerian Police, the Acting Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, underscored the necessity for proactive measures for the police force and echoed the sentiment for collaboration with sister security agencies, government bodies, and educational authorities. Similarly, the National Security Advisor, Malam Nuhu Ribadu, represented by Major General Abba Diko, emphasized the imperative of concerted action to maintain a secure school environment conducive to effective learning. In her remarks, the national coordinator of the Financing Safe Schools initiative, along with representatives from the Permanent Secretary Special Duties of the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Hajia Halima Ilia, announced the establishment of a dedicated Safe School Secretariat within the ministry. Hajia Halima Ilia highlighted the allocation of approximately 15 billion naira in the 2023 national budget to support the Safe School initiative. She called for seamless cooperation among stakeholders to realize these objectives, which could also attract participation from donor agencies keen to contribute to this vital program. The inquiry into the job racketeering scandal is set to resume on Thursday following a stern ultimatum from the House of Representatives aimed at exercising its constitutional authority over the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System (IPIS), the Budget Office, and the Assets Management Company of Nigeria (AMCON). This forceful directive was delivered by Representative Yusuf Gagdi, who chairs the ad hoc committee tasked with investigating the ongoing job racketeering and mismanagement within the ministries, departments, and agencies operating in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. The committee, dissatisfied with the absence of IPIS, the Budget Office, and AMCON before it during the ongoing job racketeering probe, firmly communicated its concerns. In response, the committee has summoned the Accountant General of the Federation to ensure the presence of the designated IPIS officer before the committee on August the 10th. During the Grand Cultural Rally held in commemoration of the United Nations 2023 World Indigenous Peoples Day with the theme Indigenous Youths as Agents of Change for Self-Determination, a coalition of civil society organizations has urged the National Assembly to take concrete steps towards establishing a mayoralty status for the Federal Capital Territory. This event took place on Wednesday in Abuja. Dr. Ibrahim Zikrullahi, the Executive Director of the Resource Center for Human Rights and Education, CRISED, emphasized that the indigenous people of FCT have endured neglect under previous administrations in the country. He underscored the need for their rightful recognition and representation within the administrative structure. Ms. Faith Nwadishi, the Executive Director of the Center for Transparency Advocacy, CTA, took the opportunity to commend President Bola Tinubu for nominating an FCT indigene as a minister's designate. She further called on the National Assembly to take assertive action to reintroducing the bill related to FCT mayoralty. Nwadishi challenged the prevalent misconception that the FCT is a no man's land, emphasizing that the capital city is home to 9 distinct indigenous tribes. The diverse cultural landscape underscores the importance of acknowledging and empowering the indigenous communities in the FCT. Representatives of the female deputy governors from across Nigeria recently engaged in a courtesy visit to Senator Oluremi Tinubu, the First Lady, at the State House in Abuja. During this visit, a unanimous commitment was voiced to provide steadfast backing to the Renewed Hope Initiative, a significant undertaking spearheaded by Senator Oluremi Tinubu to enhance the well-being of Nigerian women. Ogun State Deputy Governor Noimot Salako Oyedele, articulating the collective sentiment of the female deputy governors, emphasized the critical role of investing in women, youth, and children as a pivotal driver for Nigeria's human capacity development and the nation's future. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, in her response, conveyed her heartfelt appreciation for the unwavering support and cohesion exhibited by the deputy governors towards the Renewed Hope initiative. She encouraged them to collaborate with a shared vision and formulate innovative ideas and programs that could alleviate the challenges faced by the citizens. In a pivotal development, a delegation of prominent leaders from major Islamic organizations within Nigeria held a meeting with President Bola Tinubu on Wednesday. During the meeting, they received President Tinubu's endorsement to engage in discussions with their counterparts, Islamic scholars from the Niger Republic. The aim of these deliberations is to collaboratively devise strategies for re-establishing peace and democratic governance in the country. The group of Islamic clerics, referred to as ulamas, are steadfast in their opposition to armed conflict with the Nigerian military, a stance that contrasts with the threat of military action issued by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The ulamas emphasized that in alignment with their religious beliefs and the teachings of the Quran, they are obligated to pursue mediation as a primary avenue for resolution before resorting to warfare. Recognizing the grave implication of armed conflict, they prioritize a path of dialogue and reconciliation. This delegation is composed of representatives hailing from various Islamic sects across Nigeria. Speaking on behalf of the collective, Sheikh Bala Law of the Izala Group and Sheikh Abdurrahman Ahmed of Ansaruddin addressed the press, conveying the shared commitment of leaders from different sects to contribute to peaceful resolutions and foster unity among their communities.
Those are the top stories. Do subscribe and follow us across all our platforms to get more of these updates.